Watch this. How Mahama escaped helicopter tragedy. My brother, my sister, just yesterday, early in the morning, my brother, my sister, a military helicopter was flying all the way from Accra. It was a military Z9 helicopter, military styled. You might even call it a chopper. My brother, my sister, it flew all the way from Accra. And it was supposed to land in Obuasi for a certain program against Galamsey. Now, the interesting story is this. Mr. Kofi Bua, Mr. Kofi Amabua is the Minister of Lands, Mining, and all that. My brother, my sister, he was a postman in America. He and his family lived in America, and he decided at a point that enough was enough. He wanted to return home and help his nation develop. All the years he stayed in America, he never took the American citizenship because he doesn't see himself as American. He's Ghanaian in Zuma. He came down to Ghana, and then so many different parties started approaching him. The NPP was the party he was going to join. But when he realized that Nkrumah did not have a hand or was not a friend to the NPP, he decided that he would not join the NPP. He went ahead to join the NDC by default, because a lot of his friends were in the NPP. Kofi Amabua, my brother, my sister, is the Minister of Lands. So he was inaugurating a certain beautiful program. And that's him. My brother, my sister, in Obuasi. Why Obuasi? That is where a bulk of our gold is coming from. And they were supposed to launch it at the Blakk Park. Yes, they went ahead to launch it, but without the President of the Republic. Kofi Amabua had gone there earlier with some members of his political party. Now Galamsey is so dire. My brother, my sister, you could even call it the bane of our economy right here in Ghana right now. A lot of people are developing the land in a negative way. In other words, they are actually destroying our land, destroying the flora and fauna. And watch what happened. We're supposed to go launch this. My brother, my sister, as you can see, at 9 a.m. the whole thing was supposed to start. My brother, my sister, on the 6th of August, yesterday, 2025, at the Blakk Park, not too far away from the Lenclay Sports Stadium that we all know as sports fans. My brother, my sister, the ill-fated Z9 military-style chopper was arranged to take the president and a few other people around him to Obuasi. But the president, at a point, started feeling uneasy. It looked like he wasn't feeling well, but he was well. You know that kind of situation where it's like you are well, but you are feeling unwell. And then he decided to give an excuse to Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua, telling him that he will not be able to attend. At that point, there was another meeting that was supposed to be held. And it was organized by his church. And that church is the Assemblies of God. The First National Pastors and Spouses Prayer Retreat. My brother, my sister, and when you look at it, it's very interesting. Look at it. My brother, my sister, it was to start on Monday the 4th and end on Thursday, that's today, the 7th. And the president said, I've not been able to attend this thing from Monday. Why don't I just rush in there and then pray with the people, get the blessing of God, so that we can spread some of the blessing to you too in Obuasi. I know that you guys are going to be able to do it. Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua looked at the president and told him, Mr. President, if you can't make it, then let's get somebody to stand in your state and do it. And he said, oh, of course. We have a lot of people who can do that. And he handpicked the Minister of Defense, Nana Buama, as his mother affectionately called him. My brother, my sister. Nana Buama did not hesitate. He felt so proud and happy that the president had handpicked him as the defense minister to go all the way to Obuasi to talk on his behalf, not issues and bordering Galamsey. I beg your pardon, defense, but Galamsey. Can I say that again? What this man was going to say had nothing to do with defense in one way or the other. He was going to talk about the environment, also talk about Galamsey, and probably security threats that this Galamsey team could bring to our nation, and how the president was unhappy about Galamsey in the country. Maybe he would also use it as an opportunity to talk about how the military is also being pushed in to help fight Galamsey. He was happy to do that. It was arranged that the chopper will rather take him and he will replace the president. My brother, my sister, he was also supposed to go with the minister for the interior, Mubarak Muhammad Muntaka. Brother, my sister. And what happened? This is the man. He went and sat in the chopper, as we were told, getting ready to fly. By 4 a.m., some arrangements had already been made, and they were ready to go for the event, which was supposed to start at 9 a.m. yesterday, the 6th of August, at the Blakk Park, very close to the Lenclay Sports Stadium in Obuasi. It was at that point, at 2:40, the Minister of Finance walked over and told the Minister of the Interior, hey, you know that there's a very important meeting you are supposed to be part of. Why do you want to be part of this? Say, yeah, but we have to go and talk about it. Say, no, calm down. And he pulled him off. This man would have also been part of the team. He pulled him off so that he would go and attend the meeting right here in Accra. So he pulled him out. It was at that point, Murtala Ibrahim Muhammad, my very good brethren, a reggae lover and a comrade, heard about this and decided to replace Muntaka. He had already called the Ashanti Regional Minister on phone by 4 a.m. and told him that he should arrange for a car to pick him up at the Prempeh Airport in Kumasi, because he was coming there and he will pick a car to Obuasi where he will join in the inauguration. And the minister made the arrangements. It was a chartered flight that was supposed to take him and some others to Kumasi en route to Obuasi. That was how he joined the ill-fated Z9 chopper, military-styled helicopter. So President Mahama was replaced by Nana Buama, and Muntaka was also replaced by my brethren here called Muhammad Ibrahim. My brother, my sister, that was how two people were replaced on the flight. In fact, when the plane took off, it was all happiness. My brother, my sister, full of happiness. But the driver who had gone to pick up Murtala at the Prempeh Airport in Kumasi had waited and waited. The plane had landed. Murtala was not coming out. And he called the Ashanti Regional Minister and said, I've been waiting here all this while. Murtala is not here. What's up? And the minister decided to call Murtala, and his phone was not going through. It was at that point the news started coming out that this plane was lost. In fact, it had been lost from the radar. They couldn't see it on the radar. And people started to fret. My brother, my sister, long story cut short, two people were supposed to be part of this, but they were replaced. And they took the destinies of the two others that were saved. The president would have been involved in this crash. Muntaka would have been involved in this crash. No wonder today at the rip-laying ceremony, the president kept weeping and weeping and weeping. My brother, my sister, and even Muntaka himself could not control himself. He wept and wept and wept because he had realized how close he had been to death. The Assemblies of God Church saved the president. They put pressure on him, saying, Mr. President, please, are you not going to be able to attend all these 4 days? You are a member of the church. Please, even if you can come and show face for 1 hour. He gave the excuse that they needed to do an inauguration, but that he would not be around today, Thursday. So that means yesterday was the only day he was going to be around. So he forced himself, though painfully, to absent himself from the Galamsey inauguration, the anti-Galamsey inauguration right there in Obuasi. That was how the president was saved. The crash of the ill-fated Z9 military-style helicopter. My brother, my sister, the president is alive. But he has realized how close he has been to death. Now, some people are saying that there's probably foul play. Because those who saw the plane, they saw that it was dropping from the sky. And all of a sudden, it ran into trees and crashed to the ground with a big bang. The military forensic experts are already there, and they are investigating exactly under what conditions this plane crashed. It took away the lives of 8 wonderful people, 2 ministers of state, and my brother, my sister, 6 other people. Some soldiers were gone. My brother, my sister, some politicians were also gone, and Ghana is mourning at this point. If you believe in destiny, probably this is the time to even believe in it more. And if you don't, this is the time to probably revise your notes. We are glad that the president is still alive. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, there was a policeman who took the bullet for Kwame Nkrumah. He was called Salifu Dagati. He believed that he, as a man, was only a man. He could go down. But the president was the face of the nation. And for that matter, he will go down and save the life of the president. We are happy that some of our colleagues here have taken the place of the president to die so that the president can live. It is a great lesson to the president. In your place, others have been sacrificed. In your place, others have died by divine selection. My brother, my sister, and intervention. It is time for the president to make these people proud. How can he make the people proud? By standing firm with Ghana. Especially somebody like Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Muhammad. He believed so much in the Quran and the Hadith. He was always seen reciting the Quran and preaching. And he believed that if you took 1 penny illegally from the state on the day of judgment, you will pay. As it stands right now, Murtala and another Muslim, Alhaji Muniru Muhammad, are unfortunately not going to be able to get their burial by Muslim standards and customs because investigations are going on. They're going to have post-mortem and all that to identify which body belongs to Murtala, which one belongs to Omani Buama, and which one belongs to Alhaji Muniru Muhammad and the others, because they have been charred beyond recognition. In other words, bent beyond recognition. Brother, my sister, this is the story of how the president escaped the ill-fated Z9 helicopter tragedy. It is time for the president to live up to expectation and let his legacies support the sacrifice of these great souls who have said bye-bye to us. By Islamic customs, we all are supposed to be praying for the Islamic souls and all the souls that are gone, even by the Christian customs and traditions. We are supposed to be praying for the departed souls. What can we say? Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamdu. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamdu.